For romance? Oh, Paris. Right there, just for us.
Yes, just for us.
It was so warm. It's the warmest night in March Paris must have seen. I didn't have to take off my sweater.
Well, of course, both of us know that your rich Duke friend wouldn't have taken you on a sightseeing tour boat, dinner, little orchestra.
Well, my Duke never existed. But you do. And thank you. Thanks for bringing me to Paris on your spring break. Thanks for making it special.
You're welcome.
Oh, just 10 minutes. I'll be fine.
Hesser has proof that he wasn't in the country, then how can he be behind the bombing attempt? Please tell me this.
I don't know where you got that so-called proof, Mrs. Manning. All I know is what I heard. Mr. Hesser is Poseidon. I heard him when they were planning the bombing.
How could you have heard his voice if he wasn't in the country? Which means he isn't behind Todd Smoke.
I know what I heard. I know it's him, all right?
Well, I hate not knowing. I have to know for sure, all right?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Manning. I didn't mean to upset you. It's the last thing I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I better leave.
No, please. Please. Stay. You leave
Let me go, Alex.
Down right now. Carlo, get out of here, please.
I'll kill him. I'll rip his head off.
Asa, please.
I'm terribly sorry, Asa. I certainly didn't mean to upset you.
Yes, you did, you slimy snake. You wanted me to have another attack.
No. I just wanted to see if you were all right.
Well, he's not, so why don't you get out of here right now?
Asa, if you don't calm down, and I mean right now, I'm going to shoot you so full of sedatives you won't wake up for a week. Is that what you want?
That lousy skunk there stole my money. $30 million.
Carol, diazepam, 30 milligrams.
He's not kidding.
No, hey. No, hold it, Larry. No problem. I swear, no problem. Calm, look. But please, don't make that weasel leave my room. Because I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
Hey, the lady said she didn't want to dance.
Yeah, I just want to dance.
Which means you keep your filthy, drunken hands off of her.
Max, it's all right. He just didn't understand that I wasn't interested.
That's right. I was just in a dancing kind of mood.
And I heard. Listen, you just get out of here. Don't ever try to pull that in my face again. Out. Hold on.
Sure you're all right?
Max, he was just a cute drunk who didn't want to take no for an answer. I mean, I could have handled him. I was handling him, and then you came along and you were so over the top, it was scary. And frankly, I gotta ask myself why.
Yeah, Larry, I could see it myself. My pulse, 72. Steady as a rock. Am I in control or what, huh?
All right, I admit you managed to calm yourself down, but you got to stay calm, Asa. You've had a very significant coronary incident.
I promise you, I will rest. After I have a little talk with Hesser.
All right, that thing is attached to the nurse's station, but I swear, if I see any unusual activity, this little powwow is over.
Thank you, Larry.
All right, Hesser. Where is my 30 million?
Asa, really? You keep claiming that I stole your money, that I'm this maniacal god from the sea, Poseidon, who's also a bombing suspect. No, but I assure you that none of this is true.
That's garbage. We both know it's you. And don't give me that bull about being born again, a new man, all smoothness and lightness.
No, Asa, I only want to do good. I want to help.
Wrong! You came here tonight to try and make sure that I go down for the count.
No, not at all. Alex, will you please tell Asa exactly why I'm here?
I'm sorry. You must think that I'm crazy. I have become this night owl these days. And I know that it is late.
It's all right. I'm a bit of a night owl myself, you know.
Please have a seat. Todd used to love to stay up late. Sometimes all night. We would just sit and talk about what we missed in life. We would talk about our future, our dreams. Now the nights, they just seem so long.
They do, yeah.
It's so hard to believe that he's really gone.
I know what you're feeling, very much so. If there's anything I can do,
I'm just glad that you're here. You know, it's nice to have... Oh, it's just nice to have somebody that I can talk to that understands.
Yeah, I know.
You're really a very kind person, and I cannot believe the way that I treated you before with those lawsuits, the newspaper...
Well, that's all behind us now, all right? I've forgotten. And so can you. And we need to concentrate that everything's all right for you and for your little daughter.
Thank you. But I tell you, I still say that Carlo Hesser can't be behind Todd's murder. Patrick, tell me, why would he come to me? And why would he ask
All right,
me to
Mrs.
help
Manning, I'll tell you what I do. I have an idea. I'll go to the library and do a little research on our Carlo Hesser. All right, maybe I'll find something that we missed.
You know, it's really late right now. I bet you the only library will be open this time of night will be the university. I will drop you off there because there's something that I need to do nearby.
Oh, could I ask you to close the door behind you when you leave? I'm just running a little late with these materials. It'll lock automatically.
Okay, don't worry about it. I got it.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
Marty, Margaret. You swore you loved me. You swore we'd be together forever.
Oh, Margaret. Right, I remember. But it turned out that you weren't the woman that I thought you were.
Yes, I am.
No. No, you're not. I thought Margaret was brave and courageous. I was wrong. This is the strong one. And she has all the courage in the world. You... No, I'm sorry. Come on, my love. Ah, Penny, brown Penny, brown Penny. I'm looped in the loops of her hair.
One Life to Live, brought to you by Pediasure. Delicious Pediasure provides complete balanced nutrition when your child is sick.
Well, there goes that singer again.
like he should be in an opera.
Maybe he is. A little late to be warming up, but... Go.
Thank you. I really don't mind. I think it's kind of neat. Sort of the way I always imagined it would be when I was in Paris with my to you. And to this wonderful hotel.
Well, it's nice, but, you know, I imagine in your fantasies your Duke took you to places that were a little more classy.
I don't even remember. Look, will you get off the Duke? I told you, that was totally bogus, okay? All my wild times were fantasies. Honest to God, the more I open up to you, I see how my whole life has become one big old lie.
Oh, no. Does that mean, does this mean we don't go jump into the fountain where you and your Duke stripped down and waded in?
No. That was a lie, too. You know, I gotta tell you something. I'm a little scared that after this trip, you may hate me.
Oh, no, Kelly.
But I told you so many lies, Joey.
Kelly. Hey, look at me. Kelly. I could never hate you. I love you.
Well, excuse me, Maggie. Next time some drunken sleazebag decides to drag you all over the dance floor into your ankle swell, I'll let him.
Don't let him drag me anywhere, Max. Look, I told you I spent enough time in bars doing crazy stuff. I know how to handle a pickup.
You do? I thought you never turned anybody down.
Is that what your problem is? You're ticked off because you think that you're the first man I've ever been able to resist? This is all about your ego.
Oh, yeah, right. Sure, big bad Max can't handle rejection.
Okay, look, can we just get serious, please? The reason that I didn't want you coming to my rescue is because I'm not your woman.
I never said you were. How could you be? You're a nun, right?
Yes, almost, but I'm not sure that you believe that.
Meaning?
Meaning, I think that you think this is some silly game that I'm playing, and eventually I'm going to wake up and realize that I need a man in my life to make it complete, and of course fall right into your arms.
You know, I think you're the one making the rotten assumptions here. I heard everything you said about wanting to become a nun, and I backed off. I backed way off. But for some stupid reason, I didn't think it was a crime to tell Javier Perez, a known drug dealer and all-around punk, that he's out of line. But hey, if you think so, so be it.
Are you sure that's all it was, Max?
How did you get in here?
The front door.
Oh, honestly, you can't trust these students to do anything right. Well, take it from me, the library's closed.
I thought it was open till early morning.
Mm-mm. On Friday and Saturday nights, we close at 2. Otherwise, it's 11 p.m., so if you'll excuse me.
I've got to do some research on a man named Carlo Hesser. So it's very important.
Carlo Hesser was a famous mobster who died several years ago.
Well, he's not dead anymore.
Oh, my word. Amazing. Huh. Well, we're still closed. I'm sorry, but if your research was so important, you'd have gotten here earlier, and I am tired.
All right, man, I appreciate that. You know, it won't take very long. And maybe I'll close the doors after you leave. I'll just lock up.
Absolutely not. No, you'll have to leave.
All right.
We open tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Sorry to trouble you. Good night.
Good night.
don't have the foggiest idea what you're talking about. How could I possibly know why you're here?
You don't? I thought it was obvious. I'm here to release you, if that's what you want. Earlier at the palace, I said if you want to remain Mrs. Asa Buchanan, that would be your choice. Is it? Is that what you want?
Of course. I'm in love with my husband.
Is that music to your ears, Hessa?
You're a very lucky man. My lawyers will get in touch with you.
I'm going to go make sure that he meant that. Please try to rest, honey. I'll be right back. What in God's name are you really up to?
I?
Yes, you. This is me you're talking to. And I know you.
Indeed you do. Every inch of me. Every pore, every nuance, and every moan. And I am honestly sincere when I say to you that if you want a divorce, you can have one. But remember this. Just remember, Alex, you can't live without me. And we are going to be together forever.
Never.
Alex, I'm gonna have to let the press in and make a statement or something, but... Okay. Is anyone with Asa?
I am. Forever.
Doctor?
Well, supposedly he meant every word he said. Isn't that great? What more could we ask for, honey?
Well, I could ask my wife to answer a question that I asked twice. What did you know about Carlo Hessa being in town alive? And when did you know it?
Excuse me?
You heard me, and I meant what I said. I love you.
But I told you so many lies.
Not everything was a lie. You really did go to that convent school. And although we just drove by, didn't go in, old Sacré-Cœur didn't look like the most wonderful place to grow up.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So it's no wonder you started making up those fantasies about running away and dating a duke and a politician and a bummer and a rock star and a...
I was really lonely. You can imagine how well I fit in. I didn't. I had no friends, and the teachers, none of them liked me. And, you know, by then, my mom had already been committed. All I could hang on to were my letters from Dorian. And I was here. I was in Paris. I was in the city of lights, the cultural center of Europe. And I might as well have been in Timbuktu because I had no one to do anything with or...
Come on.
What?
We're going.
Where?
We're going to retake the streets of Paris. Now, let's go. We're going to fulfill one of your fantasies. Let's go.
The bloody lights. Can't do research in the dark.
Just what is that supposed to mean?
It means that maybe your reaction was just a little over the top.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe it was.
Maybe maybe.
Okay. It was. Do you want to know why?
Yes, I do.
Because I find you very attractive. And I wish to God you weren't within an inch of becoming a nun. I wish I could be in a hot tub with you and not have to talk about baseball. I wish I could go out with you alone, the two of us, see if what we felt for each other. That's what I wish. You know, that is what I feel. But you know what? I'm not supposed to have those feelings. I can't have those feelings. So, please, Maggie, give me a break here. I'm trying to keep it under control. I'm not trying to pressure you. And if somebody like Javier Perez gets squished in the meantime, I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. Okay, you want to know my feelings? There they are. It's all out on the table.
Okay, it's fair enough. I'm really sorry, but I think there's only one thing that I can do.
What?
I'm going to find somebody else to help you with Frankie. I think that, it's really not fair for either one of us to spend any more time together.
I had no idea Carlo was alive and in Landview until he walked into the party tonight.
Yeah? Well, why were you so hell-bent on stopping me from going to that party?
I told you I had a terrible, terrible premonition. Honey, I love you. I love everything you've given me. Respectability, being mayor, not to mention the money and the power of being your wife. I love you. Every single inch of you. And when I think of what my life is like now, and to risk all that for Carlo Hesser, now why would I do that?
Honey, we both know that phony's still hung up on you. I'm going to swear to you, Carlo Hesser lays a hand on you.
It's not going to happen. Don't worry about it.
All right, sweetheart. Go on home.
You want me to leave?
I'm getting a little tired. All right.
I love you. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
It's about time you showed up.
The lovely Mrs. Manning.
The widow, Manning, Mr. Hesser. And if you had anything to do with my husband's death, you better start saying your prayers. Going around that you're Poseidon.
Yes, I know. Would you like a drink?
No.
Is that a gun in there?
I have it on good authority that someone heard your voice giving orders to the men who planted the bomb. If you are Poseidon, that means you're behind my husband's murder in Ireland.
You've been talking to this Patrick Thornhart, but may I? I've already gone through all of this with Bo Buchanan, but I want your mind to be at rest as well. This is my passport and my daily diary. And if you'll allow me to make a call to London, You can see by the stamp on the passport that I came back into the USA 2 days after the bombing attempt. Nikki, Carlo Hesse. Good to hear you, too. Nikki, I'm sorry to bother you at home, but you've got to do me a favor. I would like you to tell a friend of mine who's here where I was during that endless week in February. Yes, the first week in February. That's the week. Yes, Mrs. Manning, she's right here. I'll put her on. Sir Nicholas Magwitch.
Hello? Yes. Where was he? Thank you.
Nikki, thank you so much. Yeah, and about the benefit performance for the Royal Orchestra? Why don't we talk about it when you're in New York next week? We'll talk about it over lunch. Good talking to you too, Nikki. And Nikki, thanks again. Bye-bye. Sir Nicholas is with the Barclay Bank in London, and they'll be happy to corroborate his facts if you care to contact them.
I'll do that.
Good. Because I sincerely want your mind to be at rest about all of this. I meant what I said. I admired your husband. Now, granted, he started life down a strange path. But he had this miraculous transformation.
Where were you November 21st?
That's 95. I assume that's the date of your husband.
Was gunned down like a dog.
All right. Ah, here it is. First into Geneva, and then on to Moscow. I hope you feel better about all of this.
Yes.
Good. Because maybe now you can go home and have some rest. Lord knows I need it.
By the way, your exclusive for the Sun that you promised, Cassie Carpenter, will be over first thing in the morning.
I look forward to answering every question. Good night.
Good night.
Nikki. Excellent. Mrs. Manning believed every word you said.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So, is this the fountain where you and your Duke stripped naked and jumped in?
Yes,
Huh?
but...
That's enough said.
Joey, Mike, what are you doing? What are you doing? See?
Well, I know I'm no Duke, but I did promise I'd make your fantasies come true, so come on in. Water's fine.
No. No, you are crazy. It is freezing.
No, it's not. It's like it's heated or something. It's a heated fountain. Take off your shoes. Come in. Trust me. Trust me.
Fine. But you are asking for it, mister. Do you realize if we get caught, we are in huge trouble? Oh, my God! Oh, my God, you're... Oh, it is warm. Oh, my God!
Fast for jumping. Come here,
You're crazy.
You having fun?
Yes. I'm having fun.
Back to the hotel.
Margaret.
Why is it so dark in here? The lights. What's going on? What are you doing here?
It's a lot of questions all at once.
Oh, I just put my head down for a few minutes and... Is the library closed?
Yeah, it is. I'm doing research on Carlo Hesser. You?
Yeah, paper on teenage sexuality. Why do you have to do research on Carlo Hesser? Can't Blair tell you all you need to know?
I think it'd be best if we didn't talk about Mrs. Manning. All right? In any case, I'm convinced that Carlo Hesser is Poseidon. And I will do everything in my power to help Bo link him to the bombing. And once the man's convicted, the mystery that brought us together in Inniscrag will be solved.
Inniscrag. Gosh, it seems so long ago.
Yeah, it does. But in some sense, it seems like it was yesterday, doesn't it?
I better go.
Now, Nikki, just calm down. Just calm down. All you've got to do is remember that you were with me during the first week in February. And those naughty photos of Sir Nicholas Magwitch will stay in my vault. Yes, I promise. Nikki, there's somebody at my door. Yeah, give my best to Lady Magwitch. Stay calm. Bye-bye. Well, it isn't my lovely wife. Mrs. Hesser. I've been waiting for you.
So you're just gonna run away again?
I beg your pardon?
That's what you always do, isn't it?
Run?
Listen, I fessed up about my feelings. Maybe it's time you faced yours.
Max, I'm not running away from anything.
Oh, how about
I'm trying
hiding? Hiding. I think hiding is a much better word.
I am not hiding.
Things got a little rough back in the hometown. Couldn't fight your father, couldn't even bring yourself to go to Baltimore to face him, so you kept on hiding right here in Landview with good old cousin Andrew. Then comes the black and white uniform. Ah, yes, the lady takes to the veil, and why might that be, huh? Oh, come on, let me think. Could it be because all the guys she'd shacked up with during her salad days didn't measure up? She's scared of all that sexuality boiling up inside of her? Oh, let's see, what can you hide that? Oh, yeah, convent. Convent, that'd be a great place to hide it.
You are so wrong.
You know what you do? You know what you do remind me of something black and white? An ostrich. You keep your head buried in the sands just because you're afraid of what you might feel for me, or for any other man, for that matter. Yeah. You don't even know what's going on around you.
Max? You are such a typical man, you know that? You think that the only reason a woman wants to become a nun is because she's terrified of sex? Well, let me tell you something. Some women want to run to the veil, you know, not because they're afraid of men or sex or anything else. It's because we have faith and we love our Lord. You know what? You just think whatever you like.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm just too carried away with my feelings, huh? You accused me of overreacting. I copped to it. What about you? What are you feeling? Think about it. Maybe you'll discover that you're overreacting too, sister.
That's a lot of stuff. You need a hand with that?
I'm fine. Sorry. I just want to make sure I get home before Dylan finishes his shift at Rhodey so he doesn't worry about me.
I understand that. I'd be worried myself if I would.
Good night.
Good night, Margaret.
Great. That's just great.
What's wrong?
The door's locked.
Why'd you push it open like an
No,
emergency
it's
exit?
padlocked. I've got to find another door to get out of, or otherwise we're going to be locked in here all night. Are these for...
I told you I'd make tonight special.
It has been special.
And a little wet.
Yeah, it's been really wet.
You know, there's no pressure. If you're nervous about anything that might happen, anything.
No. Are you kidding? I have been waiting for this moment for a long time.
You seem a little tense.
That's because it's gonna be with you.
I thought that was what you wanted. You remember you were practically chasing me all over Landview, telling me we had to get it over with.
Yeah, I know that, but you know, that was before that you told me you loved me. And before I realized that I had fallen in love with you.
I'm not following you on this one.
No, okay, what if things change?
Oh, Kelly, nothing's gonna change. If anything, we'll just love each other more.
But what if I change?
That's a chance we're just gonna have to take.
Joey?